Hello, amigos and possible amigos. My name is Taffrey16, and welcome back to another episode of Reading Your Comments. Episode was 188, kind of a throwback edition because we're on Thursday for this week, or this week only, I should say, because I wanted to line this up with the other stuff, including the monthly plans and stream highlights, and also I wanted to give one extra day to get in a reaction video at the end of the month, so I made sure I could get more things done. So it's going to be back on Sunday starting next Sunday, not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. But for today, it is Thursday, or maybe Wednesday if you're watching this day early on Patreon. For those of you who don't know, for as low as $1 or £1, the Patrons have the option to watch these as well as reaction videos up to a day early, sometimes more, and your name in the video description as well. But regardless what day you're watching this on, let's go ahead and read some comments. Can you imagine Noah reviewing every episode of Neighbors? By the time he's finished, his hair would have grown to the floor and he'd have a beard to match. I wish. I can't grow facial hair. Like, legit. I've never been able to grow facial hair. As far as my head hair goes, though, yeah, it probably would be to the floor. Regarding Alan Partridge, if you want to do them in chronological order, finish Knowing Me, Knowing You first, including the Christmas special. The first episode of I'm Alan Partridge is basically a follow-up to the events of the Christmas special. Okay, that is good to know. Thank you. So, that would mean if I wanted to save the Christmas special to Christmas, that I would start I'm Alan Partridge in January. It really depends on if I want to wait that long. I'll have to think about it. Yes, Jonathan Creek, please start from the beginning. The second episode made me learn how to pick locks. I will start from the beginning. It is one of my older channel points requests. Who was it that requested it? It was Big the Cat. Big the Cat requested it. It is currently the 5th oldest request, so it's happening soon. No, Des and Daphne and Neighbors didn't knock Miss Mangle off the ladder. It was their dog Bouncer, who a couple years later would have an infamous dream sequence that knocked and pushed the ladder over. Okay, well, it was actually their lodger's dog, too. Then how is that their fault? Why is she asking them for money if the dog did it? Sue the dog. Clockwork Orange, a film to be viewed from behind the sofa, shocking even now, let alone 50 years ago when it's released. And the fact that it's shocking now, considering how desensitized people have become to stuff like that, is impressive. But it is still, to this day, despite how desensitized people are, a legitimately disturbing film. Sorry to bring up the actors hated each other issue from Steptoe and Son again. It's a myth. Both actors got on fine. The myth comes from the fact they had a major falling out during an Australian tour after the TV show had finished. Okay, was this a recent development that they found out that people figured they didn't actually hate each other? Because I remember the comment section when I first did the show, and that was like every other comment on how much they hated each other. I made a bad joke about a partition wall once. That divided the room. Oh, don't play the sound effect. I'm more shocked you were able to find an episode of Cyberzone. I remember it being on TV and quite enjoying it at the time. That episode that I found was the only one that I saw in my search. If I looked hard enough, I'm sure maybe I could find the rest of it. And if nobody's put it on the internet, I'm sure there's somebody out there somewhere who has the full show. There was only 7 episodes, I think. Well, it might have been 10, but still, there's got to be someone out there who has the whole thing. I'm having flashbacks with Cyberzone, not thought about it since it aired. The closest I've seen to a show that uses modern VR is called Darren O'Brien's Go 8-Bit. I've heard of that, actually. It's a gaming-oriented show where celebs go head-to-head against the show's hosts, who are gaming journalists. They're a really funny episode where Susan Coleman can't cope with the reality of VR in one head-to-head game. I really enjoyed the show. Shame it got canceled after the 3rd series. That might be something to look into. I have heard of that before. Nightmare was the precursor to Cyberzone. I can't remember if you've done a reaction to it. I have, but it was a very long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You've got to do the outtakes. The car share is so funny. I probably will at some point. I might let it breathe for a little bit, considering I just did 4 episodes of it in 1 month. I did 4 episodes of it in like a week, so I might let it breathe a little bit, but I will do the outtakes. Fully enjoyed Car Share. Very nice to get closure and see they're officially a couple. I'm gonna miss seeing this every month. Yeah, I'm gonna miss doing it every month, honestly. Like, again, I think in terms of shows I've done on the channel, it might be my 2nd favorite behind Father Ted. OMG, you managed to find the Car Share audio special. How I've been looking for ages. One of my friends found it. Thank you, Quaid, by the way, for finding it for me. I don't know where he found it from, but surprisingly to me, there was not a copy of it at all on YouTube or Dailymotion or anywhere. And it was further surprising when I checked the copyright, and there's basically no copyright. There's copyright on a couple of the songs, but nothing that actually blocks it. Yo, nice, you should watch Friday Night Dinner. It's similar to Libby Twitters. Ah, crap. We're back here again. Damn it. Why does nobody know how to use the YouTube search bar? Great episode of Gavin and Stacey, still largely quoted in my family, last thing you expect to see when you come to work in the morning. Also not 100% sure, but I don't think the KFC was paid product placement. Yeah, more I thought about it, it was on BBC, so it probably wasn't, although I wouldn't be shocked if they did some under-the-table paid product placement from time to time, even though they technically have a rule against it. If they do, it wouldn't shock me. There are two factions of the Doctor Who fandom, one who hate this film and one who say it as you do, a bit of cheesy fun. I was getting nostalgic for the 90s Blue Lightning. I enjoyed it. Maybe it might have related to me a little bit more just because it reminded me a lot of, even though it was 90s, it reminded me a lot of cheesy American films. I mean, at the beginning, it reminded me a lot of that Ninja Turtles movie, which I absolutely love those live-action Ninja Turtle movies. The first two were so great. The second one, The Secret of the Ooze, I've seen a million times. So that's probably why I had a little bit of a soft spot for it. 3 things to note of Doctor Who the movie to put your canon headache to rest. Yes, this Doctor is canon. The one you saw at the start, Sylvester McCoy, was the 7th Doctor and his last Doctor in the original run that ended in 1989. That makes Paul McGann the 8th Doctor and Eccleston the 9th, and 10th. The half-human thing that gets retconned later, so don't worry about that. It's not correct. He's 100% Time Lord. Okay, that's what I figured, because I'm like, what? Finally, the 13 Lives thing is correct. In 1976 episode called The Deadly Assassin, it was first spoken about the 13 Lives. The Time Lord has 12 regenerations and 13 lives. Once you used all regenerations, the next time you die, it would be permanent, unless you somehow navigated by getting more lives like the Master tried to do here. Ah, okay. By the way, the Master is a legendary villain comparable to the Daleks and Cybermen. Okay, well, I wonder when I'll see him in the new series then. Don't spoil it for me, but I do wonder when I'll see him, because I've seen the Daleks a lot, and I've seen the Cybermen a couple times, but not him yet. Poor Martin is just too gullible and easily led. Also, I agree that longer episodes suited Benidorm better. Yeah, I was a bit concerned about it, because you're writing a show, and you're writing it to be 22 minutes, and all of a sudden, you gotta jump to more than half of that runtime, and expect to still maintain the same quality. But so far for Series 3, they definitely have. Man, even if Jeff and Benidorm was gay, that big announcement would have been well out of order. Yeah, I agree, honestly. Like, even if he was coming out of the closet, your mom telling everybody and singing YMCA to you is hilarious, but pretty fucked up. Katie had a chance at the greatest comeback in Gladiator's history, but couldn't get across to balancing being. She was so close, too. She was almost there, but yeah, just choked it away. So glad you're continuing with Gladiators. Fantastic reactions as always. Thank you. According to some Gladiators, the setting up of Skytrack wasn't fun as they had been stuck up there for 30 minutes before the actual game began. Well, my first reaction to that is fuck that. I wouldn't want to be up there for 30 minutes. But at the same time, if you're up there that long, you probably get used to it by the time it starts. Alright, all that's going to do it for another episode of Reading Your Comments. The comments in this video were pulled from the following videos. You ready? Reading Your Comments 186. So this is one. Did I say 188 at the beginning? This is actually 187. So Reading Your Comments 186. American Rex Steptoe and Son 2. American Rex Cyberzone. Peter K. Carshier 13. Dairy Girls 2. Gavin and Stacey 10. Doctor Who the movie out, Benidorm 17, and Gladiator Series 2 number 1. 2 things. I did not pull comments this week from 2 videos. I did not pull comments from Mortimer and White House Gone Fishing because that was a re-upload, and I did not pull comments from Outnumbered 22 because that's going to be re-uploaded anyway when it gets unblocked, possibly even this week. So when I get that unblocked, and re-upload it, then I'll pull comments from the re-uploaded version. But that is going to do it for another episode of Reading Your Comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want a chance to get your comment read next week's episode of Reading Your Comments, the videos to comment on are as follows. This video, the reaction video that came out yesterday, which was the 2 Doctor Who episodes. The reaction videos that come out, let's see, because this is a special day, and there's not going to be one this Sunday, it'll be the Sunday after. So the reaction videos that come out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then that next Friday. So those are the videos to comment on if you want a chance to get your comment read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments. But that's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave it a like. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, where I stream every single day, my second channel for recent reviews, my Twitter, follow me on Patreon. If you want to support me in my daily lunch and all those things are in the video description down below. Thank you to all as I'm currently recording. Actually, I don't know how many patrons I have now because it resets today. But thank you to all my patrons who are currently named in the video description. For those of you who know, you can be Patreon me for as little as $1 or £1, and you get access to reaction videos, we'll also read your comments up to date early and your name in the video description as well. With all that being said though, my name is Taffer16, it's been another episode of Reading Your Comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.